My first business, I started right out of college in the financial service space, and one of those things you probably would tell someone never to do, start a business without knowing what you're doing, without any capital. But ended up that business, we grew, we got it to about 80 million in revenues 10 years later from startup. And then we had a dream to take it public. Back in those days, there was not a private equity market like there is today. So that was how you could get capital. So we did a NASDAQ offering. After that, scaled it to a couple hundred million and successfully sold it to American Express. That was chapter one of the story. So saw interesting capital formation and being bought and seeing, M&A from the version of the other side of the equation. And then, my current endeavors started ZRG 20 plus years ago. And again, startup business that has grown from zero to today. We're about 280 million, 650 employees around the world. We're in our second round of private equity, and it's been a lot of fun. We've grown organically, but we've also done, I think, now 17 acquisitions in the last 4 years. So we've been very active in the M&A markets. And so that's a bit about the professional side of what I've done for my lengthy career.
The first time is like you sort of hit the strides of the American dream, and that wasn't enough. You did a sequel to it.
Yeah, well, after I sold the first business, I retired for about 9 months. I golfed every day. I thought my handicap would get better. It didn't, and I had 3 kids at home, and my wife thought the idea of me retiring and golfing and her raising a family was not a good one, so I had to get back to work. It just wasn't going to work at that stage. So, it was nice to have a little break, but, it's fun to be in the action, fun to be growing things.
And so what I guess how do you do things different the second time around? I mean, did you do a lot of acquisitions on that first platform?
No, we didn't do any. I mean, the first platform was all 100% organic growth, all through hiring, all North America based. And then was acquired, and then as part of American Express, we did a couple of add-ons through American Express. But my first business, no. And in hindsight, I wish I would have. I wish I was smarter and wiser in that first round. But it would have accelerated growth, I think, in a bigger way. I mean, we should have.
Well, you went through the experience of an exit with American Express, which is another pretty monumental experience to go through. Has any of that experience sort of helped shape the approach that you take when you do acquisitions today?